Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the halftime show with the Browns winning 10-3. My hatred for the Steelers is so great that I'm doing this. Under normal circumstances, I might not be. Let me explain to you why I'm doing this. I'm not a person who wreaks revenge on people. There are people who, in my life, did not do me right, but I do not exact revenge on people. I hope that things work out, that people who do things like that learn and become better people. I know otherwise in a lot of experience. I look at Nick Chubb playing football and that punk, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who cost this man a likely sure shot at the Professional Football Hall of Fame on a meaningless hit that was done intentionally to injure him, to intentionally destroy his career. I think of that one play, and it's hard for me not to get up for Steelers week just because of that. The Browns have been playing lousy football. I hate Jimmy Haslam. Everything about him. He's dishonest. He's inept. He wants everything for nothing. But my hatred of the Steelers, and of all the things I can think of all the dirty plays over the course of a lifetime, that one. And I can only hope that Minkah Fitzpatrick one day learns what it's like to be disabled. That's what keeps me watching this game. Other than that, you've got, I'm glad I'm in Florida right now because I had people texting me saying, "Oh, it's snowing today. You're getting snow in your driveway," that kind of thing. I don't quite understand this. No, Netflix is not streaming me. I can guarantee you. Somebody's taking pain meds again. It's not that this game is any different than what you'd expect it to be. It's Russell Wilson playing possession football, getting the ball over the middle of the field, taking an occasional shot down the field, not really throwing across the field to the numbers so much, looking down the middle for Freiermuth, pretty much what you'd expect. I'm surprised, that we haven't seen more of their running game because it started out looking like they were going to run right through us. But that didn't happen. Warren is their troublemaker for us. Najee Harris is Trent Richardson in disguise, and I'm not as worried about him. As for the Browns, got to run the football. And even in the one touchdown drive, it's not that we made big plays on the running game, but we mixed it in. We effectively ran the ball to get short yardage situations, convert first downs, and to mix the play calling up. That is good. Ever so often I see a little sparkle from Nick Chubb, but it's really tough because the Steelers are a great team against the run, A. And B, you see little things. Maybe he's getting a little better. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Can't tell yet. Myles Garrett came to play. And the strip was amazing. The sacks are amazing. And all those TJ Watt fans were saying, "Oh, we got ripped off because he shouldn't have been the defensive player of the year." It's like, that's why we hate Steeler fans, because they want everything. What I can't figure out is if they want everything, why are they living in Pittsburgh? Maybe that's why, because I have nothing at home. I have no idea. What I do know is this: Cleveland football fans are an unforgiving lot. I don't agree with a lot of them, but they're not. Do they want everything? Well, they want a championship. They were happy last year until the sorry ending against the Texans. There was that. I don't know. This game is statistically close. These are games that the Steelers consistently win this year. 5-2 in one possession games. This is what they do. And if it remains this kind of a game, the Steelers will win. You have to get separation. The Browns need to come out and get a drive to begin the second half that result in 7 points to put them down 2 touchdowns. You got to make them think that they can't mix the plays and mix in the run anymore. You have to force Russell Wilson to do things that he doesn't want to do. You can see that when he doesn't have a primary open, he eats it because he doesn't have mobility anymore. He's got 35-year-old legs. The more you force him into a passing heavy scheme where he's coming back from behind, the better chance you have of whipping this team. And that's always been the case with the Steelers. When we beat them in the playoffs a couple of years back and we got up to 28-0, they scored a lot of points, but they never came back. That's the thing. They're not a rack up the points kind of team. So far, the Browns have avoided turnovers, which is going to be a huge part of this because Jameis Winston has a history of it. One thing I can tell you is this. I'm sick of hearing Jameis Winston and his the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. I hate that. I don't want to hear none of that fucking gospel preaching shit. You may think that that motivates somebody, but it comes off as phony as hell. You had Deshaun Watson with that sullen look on his face. I just bagged another woman. What's going on around me? And then we have this guy in the pulpit. Somebody please make that stop. Why do they keep interviewing him before the game so he can make a schmuck out of himself? I have no idea, but I wish it would stop. That's absolutely right, Jim. Delpit was caught looking and leaning the other way, and I'm not sure that any of these guys really know what their assignment is. Delpit one-on-one against their fastest receiver is a huge mismatch, and he was actually starting to go to the outside of the field. I don't know what was going on. It's another mistake. And if it hadn't been underthrown, which Russell Wilson is doing a lot of these days, I mean, Pickens saved his ass on 2 catches because they were underthrown passes. So on a windy, snowy day, it's not like he's got a cannon going up against you, you know? So the Steelers looked like they were going to get off to a huge start, and this has been the problem for the Steelers. Getting 3 is, easy with their kicker, at least usually. He missed one tonight. Getting 7 has been more challenging for them. That's incredible. That is incredible. We, Trindog 37 and I were talking on the Friday Moohead show. Friday, listen to me. I'm raw. The Monday Moohead show. And he wanted to sell his tickets. Nobody wanted them. I will keep repeating, no matter how well the Browns play or try, say no to Jimmy Haslam, say no to the Dome. Just say no. Don't encourage this miscreant. He's a thief. if there's anything the fans can do to get him out of Cleveland, I'm all for it. And it makes me not want to cheer for this team when they don't try, they're not focused, or anything to do with Haslam. If they tried and they put out effort, I would cheer for them. But so far this year, that has not been the case. They've not been able to put four quarters together, and we'll see what happens coming out in the second half. No, the crowd is yelling, Muth. I can't tell how many fans are actually there, but boy, the snow, that's something to behold. And it looks like the Browns got off to a slow start passing-wise, started picking it up a little bit. I still think Winston was getting a little bit of happy feet there, trying to look off the primary to go to the secondary receiver. And, you know, sometimes he lets go of passes that you wish, like, don't throw it there. And that's what my fear is that turnovers could just change the face of this game. And so far this season, when the Browns get the ball to begin the second half, they do nothing with it. It's a 3 and out. Best advice I can give to the Browns, keep forcing the run game. I don't care if you're getting 3 or 4 yards a carry. Keep them honest. If you get into a 3rd and short situation, like a 3rd and 2, don't go back and throw the ball. Pound the ball. You've got to try to possess the ball, and you've got to show physicality against a team like this. It's the only way you're going to win. And I don't care if in a 3rd and 2, if Chubb gets 3, move the chains. That's what's important right now. We got to get 7 and get 7 before they get points. And it hasn't been done this year, really. That was Topaz the Wolf. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into the halftime show. There's going to be no post-game show because I got to get sleep, and that's important to me. And I'll be watching, and we'll see what happens. Am I enthused? I'm never enthused about this team. I'm enthused about the Cavaliers because they're overachieving. They're doing everything they're supposed to do and then some. Guys coming off the bench and playing hard. I can't cheer guys like Juan Thornhill. I'm sorry. That's just me. I can't cheer people who are just half-assed. At any rate, enjoy the game, and I will see you tomorrow on Moohead Radio at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Until then, go Browns. Let's see if we can do something in the second half and keep it going. Let's hope. See you tomorrow.